What would you do? After finishing university, only to discover that no one is willing to hire you, would you give up, leave the country, or sit and wait for opportunity? For Kayiranga Jean, the answer was different. Instead of waiting for a job, he created one. And today, the man who once struggled to find employment now owns hundreds of rabbits, raises pigs, farms his own land, and has built a life many never expected. But success did not come easily. It started with disappointment, and only 5 rabbits. This is the story of a university graduate who turned unemployment into opportunity. Kayiranga Jean completed university studies in statistics. Like many young graduates, he believed education would open doors. He imagined himself finding a good job, building stability, helping his family, creating a better future. After graduating, he entered the job market with hope. It was not easy, but the idea came to me after I finished school. After graduating, I could not find a job. Applications went unanswered. Opportunities never came, and slowly frustration began to grow. For many young people, this is the moment hope begins to disappear, but for Jean, it became the beginning of a different dream. After finishing school, I started looking for casual jobs to earn some money. With the little money I made, I began thinking about a business I could start, including trade. But eventually, I realized that agriculture and livestock farming offered greater opportunities and better profits. Instead of waiting endlessly for employment, Jean made a decision. He chose agriculture and livestock farming, a path many educated young people ignore. At first, he started with poultry farming, raising chickens, but very quickly, he realized something important. Chicken farming required constant daily expenses. Feed, medicine, daily management. And financially, it became difficult to sustain. Instead of quitting, Jean adjusted his strategy. He looked for another livestock business that could grow with fewer costs. That is when he discovered rabbit farming. Although many people know me today for rabbit farming, I actually started with poultry farming. However, because I did not have a job, I realized that the daily expenses required to raise chickens were too high for me to manage. That is when I came up with the idea of starting a project that could provide me with both fertilizer and income, while requiring less money to maintain. So, I carried out some research and discovered that rabbit farming was a very good project. Jean's journey started small, very small. Only 5 rabbits, no large farm, no big investment, no guarantee of success, only determination. While some people may have laughed, Jean remained focused. He learned, observed, experimented, and slowly the rabbits multiplied. Then one day, something important happened. BDF visited him. They saw his effort, his seriousness, his vision, and they decided to support him with a loan. That support changed everything. Jean expanded his livestock project, growing step by step, rabbit by rabbit. Within 6 months, the project had already grown to 90 rabbits. I kept working hard and eventually realized that the project was becoming successful. That is when I started looking for a larger investment to expand the business. Fortunately, I was visited by district officials, who connected me with BDF, Business Development Fund. They gave me a loan of 2.8 million Rwandan francs. With that support, I moved away from traditional farming methods and started building modern animal shelters that matched professional farming standards. Today, the same young man who struggled to find a job now owns around 600 rabbits. What once looked like a small idea became a serious business, but Jean did not stop there. He expanded again, this time into pig farming, creating multiple income sources, reducing risk, building sustainability. And because smart farming requires planning, he also began growing fodder for his animals, producing grass and feed himself, reducing expenses, making the business more efficient. What started as survival slowly became success. When you look at this rabbit farming project, you realize that rabbits are fed about 80% on grass. Although we give them other types of feed, grass remains their main source of food. At first, finding enough grass for all the rabbits became a major challenge. Even when we managed to find some, it was often contaminated with microbes, because we collected it from places we could not fully trust. That is when we decided to take matters into our own hands. We rented farmland and started growing our own animal feed. We initially sourced the seeds from a company called Kenya Seed, but today, we are able to produce and maintain our own seed supply. We mainly grow two families of fodder crops. The first is the cereal family, which includes Chloris gayana, Brachiaria mulatto, bean leaves and residues, sugarcane. The second is the legume family, which includes Desmodium, mucuna. When we combine all of these feeds together, we are able to provide our animals with what we consider a balanced and nutritious diet. Today, Gene is self-reliant. Agriculture and livestock farming changed his life completely. He has reached a stable level, a level many people once thought impossible. The same graduate who once searched for work now works for himself, creates value, and earns from his own effort. His story challenges one dangerous belief: that success only comes from office jobs. Because sometimes, opportunity looks different than we imagined. Sometimes, success grows from the soil. In our project, when we are not paying workers during the dry season, there is usually not a lot of money coming in. For example, in 1 month the project may generate around 1 million Rwandan francs. However, during the rainy season, when people are buying grass seeds and livestock, our income can rise to around 3 million Rwandan francs per month. This is because grass seed production alone can generate up to 2.5 million francs, as many people are now interested in planting animal fodder, and we already have quality seeds available. Another advantage is that, as Huyi Rabbit Farm, we already have a market for our products. We also promote and market our business through different platforms, including YouTube and other online channels, which helps us reach more customers and grow our business. Gene's journey carries an important lesson: education matters. But waiting forever may not change life. Sometimes, you must create your own opportunity. Agriculture is not failure. Livestock farming is not backward. When done professionally, it becomes business, growth, freedom, from only 5 rabbits to more than 600, from unemployment to independence. Kayiranga Gene did not wait for success to come find him. He built it, with patience, hard work, and belief in himself. Because sometimes, the future you are searching for is already waiting in the opportunity others ignore. This is the story of Kayiranga Gene, a graduate who turned disappointment into success.